Welcome to one of the most exciting events we've had in a minute for Pokemon Go, the Team Go Rocket Takeover event. And it's so exciting because with this event comes new shinies, new shadow Pokemon, and the #1 limited feature. And to start all this off, I actually have a brand new Arlo encounter. The team leaders have switched their shadow and shadow shiny Pokemon, and unfortunately, no hyper meta-relevant one exists between the three. We just had Shadow Larvitar with Cliff, which is one of the most meta-relevant Pokemon in the game, and the new shadows this time around they're alright. So for the first Arlo battle, I'm going to be using a Shundo, Darkrai, my shiny Lucario, and a Shadow Mewtwo, because Arlo has this new shadow Pokemon, Shadow Apom. I don't know if it's a new shadow, but it is a new shadow shiny, and it is a normal type, which means we'll need fighting types to use against it, so Lucario is a great option. And then as you'll see after we defeat this Apom, the second Pokemon to expect from Arlo is either Alakazam, Mismagius, or Sharpedo. And we do have an Alakazam, which is bad news for the fighting type. Hopefully I can get one Shadow Ball off. Oh, nice. Yes, beautiful Shadow Ball. And then the third Pokemon to expect from Arlo is either Scizor, Snorlax, or Magnezone. We've got a Magnezone, we're super effective with Lucario, easy money. Down goes the first Arlo. Now, I'm gonna be grinding these team leaders extra hard during this event, not because the Shadow Pokemon are all that great, but because of the 12-kilometer eggs that are coming out of these leaders and what's inside of them. Okay, first Shadow Shiny Apom check. God, I never get lucky. Now, let's try to find more. Huge announcement before we continue today. Pokemon 151. This is a brand new Pokemon TCG set and one of the most anticipated sets in years. And tomorrow on Friday at 2 p.m. PST, I'll be streaming here on this YouTube channel and live on Whatnot, auctioning off and opening up 500 packs of this absolutely incredible set, and giving away some insane prizes during the stream. Want to get yourself some packs? It's easy. All you have to do is use my link in the description down below to download Whatnot, which is an innovative live auction, live streaming platform where you can buy your favorite products from your favorite creators in a real-time live auction, live stream experience. I've been streaming there and auctioning stuff off there for literal years. Super fun. All packs for the 151 break will all start at $1 each, and if you use my link down in the description, you can get $10 in free credit to bid on packs just by creating an account and bookmarking my stream on my Whatnot profile. I also stream and auction off Pokemon packs on Whatnot live 3 times per week, so hit the link in the description to join in on the action. I'll see you tomorrow for the massive 500 pack Pokemon 151 break. See you there. Okay, so walked my way over, actually ended up hatching a bunch of eggs, so we have full slots open, which means we have to do some more team leader battles because there's a brand new shiny in these 12-kilometer eggs that we're looking for, and it's one of the easiest to hatch, brand new shiny Pancham. And boom, we defeated Arlo, we got the 12-kilometer egg. Well, there it is. That's the one. That's got the shiny Pancham. Speaking of shinies, Arlo, God. And this brings us to 3 of the 12-kilometer eggs. Don't worry, we're getting all 12 and hopefully hatching all 12. Definitely hatching all 12 today. And now we've got our first Sierra encounter. And Sierra's, I guess, okay to hunt and go after. Sierra, as you can see right here, has Shadow Geodude, which gives a Shadow Shiny Geodude. Now, granted, this is like a golden Shadow Shiny, so it looks really cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not meta relevant, it's not that useful, it's kind of a whatever thing. I'm gonna try to get it. But Geodude is the first Pokemon Sierra has. The second Pokemon will be either Steelix, Gardevoir, or Sableye. We got a Sableye right here, gonna try to work up to that Shadow Ball. There we go, that's down. And then the last Pokemon will be, nice, we got a Houndoom, beautiful. Either Houndoom, Gyarados, or Victreebel. And I didn't hit the move fast enough because I was looking at other things. All right, I've got a Tyranitar. And down goes Sierra. And an encounter with no Shadow Shiny Geodude. Okay, one big thing I want to talk about because it's kind of important with this update. As part of this Team Rocket event, we get a new special research, a Shadowy Disturbance, which gives a Super Rocket Radar and an encounter with the brand new Shadow Legendary, Shadow Regirock. Now, this is kind of important because this is the first time we've seen Giovanni return and a new Shadow Legendary come out after the release and reveal of the Shadow Raids. Typically, I wouldn't do this research and I wouldn't get Shadow Regirock because it's just not that great, but since all of the awesome, meta-relevant, cool, and probably every single Shadow Legendary Pokemon will eventually come out into the Shadow Raids where we can just grind as many as we want, it might be worth just catching all the Shadow Legendary Pokemon as they're released so that you can get like your Shadow Legendary Pokedex complete. Because as you can see, we went from saving Rocket Radars for Mewtwo to now having too many Shadow Mewtwo. And Shadow Articuno is currently in the Shadow Raids for every weekend for the next month. So saving Super Rocket Radars from this research just might not be worth doing anymore, which is kind of a huge change to the game. So we will get going on this. I just need to spin 5 Pokestops, but before we do that, well, I need my 12-kilometer eggs. Okay, another Sierra down. Another Shadow Shiny check. God. And one more Sierra check. And actually, wait, check this out. Okay, not this Geodude, but the one I caught before it. This Geodude at 467, I think if we purify it, oh, it's gonna be a 98, not a hundo. Don't worry, Shadow Golem I don't think is good, even remotely. So we can purify this good IV and be able to sleep at night, but I'm just gonna transfer that right now. I don't wanna look at that ever again. Okay, never saw it. And that actually brings us up to a total of 6 12-kilometer eggs, and we'll get our 7th right here with our first battle with Cliff, who does hold the best Pokemon out of this entire rotation. Because Cliff has the one Pokemon we'll be looking for right now, which is Aerodactyl. Cliff does have Shadow Shiny Aerodactyl. And this is great too because, I don't know, if in the off chance we end up getting a Shundo Aerodactyl, it's got a Mega, and Mega Aerodactyl is super duper good, so it might be worth grinding for. This team leader might be a lot harder than I thought it would be, because there we go, Aerodactyl is down, and the second Pokemon to expect from Cliff is either Slowking, Gallade, or Cradilly, and luckily, we actually will get a Cradilly, which I think we're super effective against. Oh, it's Grass and Rock. Oh, God. I feel like I brought all the wrong Pokemon to this. We'll get one more Surf off. There we go. Oh, God. And I'm actually going to swap over to our Moltres to try to save the life of that Kyogre, because we might need it for the last Pokemon. Because the last Pokemon can be either Tyranitar, Mamoswine, or Dusknoir. And luckily, we do get the Mamoswine, which means we could use our Shadow Moltres and be just fine here. Bam! And that's done, which will give us another 12-kilometer egg that's actually super important for the Team Go Rocket Giovanni research. And our first check at a Shadow Shiny Aerodactyl. God. Oh, okay, the reason why that was such a big 12-kilometer egg is because we can actually spin a couple Pokestops right here for the Giovanni research without having to worry about spinning an egg. There we go, that's the 3 Pokestops we needed. Now listen, I'm the biggest, and was the biggest proponent of saving your Super Rocket Radars for meta-relevant Shadow Pokemon when they come around. But now that all of the meta-relevant Shadow Legendary Pokemon are all gonna come to the Shadow Raids, I think I'm just gonna use my Super Rocket Radars to catch the new Shadow Legendary rather than save it and try to wait for better Shadow Legendaries to come out. So today we'll see if we can actually complete this Shadowy Disturbance and get the brand new Shadow Regirock. We just need 6 Grunts, 15 Pokemon, easy peasy. What we really need though is more 12-kilometer eggs. There's only like a couple left in the entire city. Oh, and this Grunt right here is actually super important because there were some new Shadow Pokemon released in the game, one of which, and the best of the new ones, being Shadow Larvitar. I'm sorry, Gibble. Shadow Gibble was released into the Grunts, and the Grunt is Roar, whatever the rest of that is. That's the Dragon type Grunt. So hopefully when we go in and battle this, we will see, yes, the first, well, I guess the brand new Shadow Gibble. Now, Shadow Gibble is very important because Shadow Garchomp with the right moves, and in order to get the right moves, you have to TM Frustration off of your Garchomp, which can happen during this event. We'll get to that, that's very important. But Shadow Garchomp currently sits as a top, I think, 5? Top 10 Dragon type in the entire game, but where it really shines is that it is the #1 non-mega, non-primal ground type in the entire game. Shadow Garchomp is an absolute meta-relevant monster. So defeating these Team Go Rocket Grunts and getting a good IV one is honestly a super high meta-relevancy play. So let's see, we'll get our Gibble, nice, and we'll check the IVs. Not great, we gotta find more. This is another Aerodactyl check. God, hell. Busted up another Cliff, another Shadow, Aerodactyl. LLLL. And the last leader here from Santa Monica will be a non-shiny Geodude. But we do have 10 12-kilometer eggs, so 2 more and we can begin to incubate and then hatch these bad boys and hopefully get the new shiny. Wait, I lied. I got one more Cliff from my balloon, which is, come on, now! We need one more team leader and then we can hatch these eggs. But what I didn't forget though, well, kind of unfortunate timing here, is I've got these guys, my 12-kilometer eggs. We only have 11 and I'm not gonna wait to get the 12th just because I wanna start incubating them now because we have to walk or GPS drift 8 kilometers in order to get all 11 eggs off. And we'll get that 12th egg, don't worry, but we'll probably hatch that separately or in a different batch because right now it's time to grind these bad boys because I'm not leaving the apartment. Jake and I have a break on Whatnot. If you want to buy some Pokemon card packs from myself and my little brother, we do live auctions and breaks and stuff. Whatnot link is in the description. And we've got our 11, 8, 10, 12-kilometer eggs incubating. I'm gonna put you in the fridge. Let's hatch these. So we're at the end of the day right now, but I just got a special limited time research finally that hit my account super late that is incredibly important. This research right here, the timed research in the rough. Honestly, not that hard to complete, and the Pokemon encounter is something you'd never expect it to be, because I had no idea that they would do this. But in order to get that Pokemon, we need to catch 25 different species of Pokemon in the wild, and I have to do that within the next hour while sitting in the same place while I supercharge my car. So we're at 6 right now. I have the Super Rocket Radar. We can take down the Sierra real quick. Boom, cool, done. Which means we can get this not a Shadow Shiny, but it's still a Geodude, which is great. And that brings us to 7 different species right now. Also great. Unfortunately, nothing's spawning around me, but I think I have a way of getting these species. You see, I have my field research stack, which has a bunch of Pokemon like Stunfisk from old events, old field research, and that's why I keep this stack. It comes in very handy. So let's see, by going through the stack, how many more species of Pokemon we can get. Okay, we got Drillbur, amazing, easy. Next is Snubbull, fantastic, and Charmander, let's go. Now we got a Magikarp. Dude, this is so perfect. And a Swinub, let's cut it. Got a Porygon, yes! Plus that Excellent just got us the 10 Great Throws, so we're done with that quest. Mantine, all right. Dude, there's no way we get all 25 just through my research stack. That would be ridiculous. Magmar, this is kind of cool. I actually had no idea that this many different Pokemon were in this stack. How long have I had this for? And a Chimecho, Magneton, what? Spinda, Electabuzz. Ooh, and we got a Lunatone on the Incense, Laleep in the research stack, and then come on right here, the final one we need. Nope, still have a already got that. Yeah, an Electabuzz, no. Yes, and there it is, the Bulbasaur, the last unique Pokemon, a unique species needed in order to, I guess, progress with this incredibly exclusive random research, and there's 25, and honestly, the rest of the things we have to do, super duper easy. And then just have to open up 5 gifts and play with my buddy 5 times. Okay, I'm back. And here we have it, the In the Rough special research. Let's claim our lure module, 10 Ultra Balls, 500 Stardust, a lucky egg, and an encounter with a Onyx. Now, what is this research and why is this here? You can get this research by buying the Global Go Fest ticket before July 5th. And what do you get by completing this research that makes it so time sensitive and important to buy the Global Go Fest ticket? Well, let's claim it and find out because we do have it here. We've got 3 Silver Pineapples, some XP, and an encounter with the brand new Pokemon Carbink in Pokemon Go, which was supposed to be released during Pokemon Go Fest this summer, but if you buy the Go Fest ticket early, you can get the brand new Pokemon Carbink early in your Pokedex. And again, this is only available to claim until July 5th. And there we go. We got the brand new Carbink like a month and a half, nearly 2 months before its official release in Pokemon Go. And the IVs honestly aren't that bad at all. So if you want to get an incredibly exclusive Pokemon in Pokemon Go, this is how to do it. And unfortunately, not hatching the 12-kilometer eggs today, but make sure to subscribe to see what's inside of these because I will upload this when they hatch. And good luck getting your Carbink and all your other adventures during Team Go Rocket Takeover event. Oh, I almost forgot. I have so many Pokemon with Frustration on them. Let's do this. Charge TM, Frustration, off of Articuno. Charge TM, Frustration, off of Articuno. Fantastic. And then all of these Shadow Mewtwo, including, wait for it, this one right here, my Shadow 98 level 50, almost level 50 Mewtwo, which has Frustration on it, which makes it useless. Well, we're going to charge TM that and get Frustration off and make this an incredibly useful Pokemon. Well, truthfully, we're going to use an Elite Charge TM and give it Shadow Ball. So boom, there's that. And then I'll give it a new attack, 120,000 Stardust. And we'll use another Elite Charge TM, forget Ice Beam, and teach it Psy Strike, making this Mewtwo one of the most meta-relevant Pokemon in the entire game. Oh wait, we need Psycho Cut. There we go. Now it's one of the most meta-relevant Pokemon in the entire game. And that's where we're going to end the video. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.